What are we even watching?
Okay, I'm doing okay. It's just like, for those of you who have no context, I'll give you all the context. It's such a weird dynamic. Like me even, like, God, I don't know. I've had a lot of thoughts today. Yeah, but for context for people who have no idea what's going on. So pretty much, if you guys have no idea, there was a thread that dropped today on, I know moms think the worst, but it was justified, I guess. But pretty much a thread dropped today that about myself and another YouTuber named Noah J. And I wanted to give context to it and what happened and in 2021 and just like explain myself and of course like apologize, but I figured I would just address this earlier than later and just sit on it. And I would, the second I saw it, I was never going to deny anything. And if I'm being honest, I have sat on this for a couple years now, and I've thought about just saying it like without names, right? Because when I feel something or I'm going through something, I want to talk about it. And I thought about just saying like the story of what happened without saying who was involved, and just to get it off my chest and to like tell, because I don't want people to support me without knowing who I am, you know, and things I've done. And I feel like when you do that as a creator, you just feel like you're lying. Like I just feel like if you knew everything about me or all the skeletons,
huge Snorlax plushie. That's important.
Skeletons in my closet, you wouldn't support me. And I think that's fair. I think you can look at somebody and be like, I don't like that you did this. I'm not going to support you. And so I would actually, after I tell you guys all this, if that's what you think about me, if that's what you say to yourself, you're like, wow, I see you completely different.
I feel like this is a TikTok moment from what I've seen, and I'm going to put it on speed up because I don't care enough. But this is like that TikTok moment, you know what I mean? Where sharing isn't caring all the time, you know what I mean? Like,
currently, I don't want to support you anymore. I am like so fine with that. And like seriously, completely fine. I think you can, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get to the chase. So, in 2021, Edison and I, we this is so weird. So I'm having an out of body experience because I've been like, I know that so many people are gonna like, some of my friends are gonna find out this way. A lot of my friends, not a lot, I would say like a handful of my friends already know and have known for years because I confided in them back then, but some of them I didn't. So they're gonna be like, what is going on? Like, anyways, in 2021, Edison and I, we obviously broke up. Everybody knows this. If you don't know, I used to be engaged. I was in a relationship of like 6 years. We started dating a long time ago. Anyway, so Edison and I had a very rocky end of our relationship.
Yeah, this is taking ages, bro. That's why I sped it up. I swear, it's like a lot of streamers and YouTubers are so used to filling the time for long videos, they waffle on.
Feet, and there was just a lot of stuff between the two of us that we just realized like we're not ready for this, and we decided to end our engagement. And we
I mean, after dating, when you're in love, obviously that's when you should get married, is when you're in love. Honestly, I think it depends on how old you are. Like if you're 20, you can wait 6 years with someone because you'll be like 26 when you get married, you know what I mean? So I feel like if you're 30, you have a better idea of what you want to get married, you know what I mean? Bro, at 17, rough. I would say that's too young to get married. Honestly, bro, I would say most of the time that's too young to have sex. But even emancipated, it would be too young. I would say for most people, it would end badly. For most people, you'd have to be very lucky for it to not end badly. Maybe 1 in a million might end well, kind of thing. I think if you're going ratio, not the best plan.
Ended it. Well, before we ended it, we took a break, and then it was like a on and off a little bit. We weren't together. We were like, hey, 2 weeks away from each other. Let's see. That didn't work. We're like, hey, what's the point of a break? Let's just break up, right? So we broke up, and then we didn't say anything publicly for like a month and a half, right? We announced publicly that we broke up, but before that, when I was broken up, before it was public that I was broken up, I went to the 100th Grader Camp, and when I was there, I was obviously a mess. I was just trying to distract myself, but I had just gotten out of an engagement, so I was, you know how I am with when I yap. I just talk to everybody, and I just say things. So we were we were getting cozy. Everyone got really got to know each other pretty well. We're staying up to like 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. just like by campfires and stuff. And so I got to know a guy there named Noah J, and he's a YouTuber and stuff. He's with 100 Thieves, super friendly dude. And so I was like, oh, this guy's awesome. And so I started to open up. I opened up a couple people about it, but he was one of the people that I started to tell. And I was like, me and my fiance, like my ex-fiance, we just like we broke up, and I'm going through like a really hard time. I don't know how to deal with things, and like was it the right decision? Yada yada yada. So he then confided in me, and he told me that he like basically like, hey, he's like, I'm married. Marriage is not that simple. He's like basically explaining that him and like,
that's the thing. It's easier if you know when you know, but that's the thing. Even, I don't know what you mean by them not being around, but even if it ends in divorce, sometimes those years are happy, even if it ends in divorce. But that's the same thing. Yeah, it's great if you're really sure, but my answer is if you're not sure, don't do it. Because when they're the right person for you at that time, you know when you know. As dumb as a response as that sounds, I do agree with that.
It's like have struggles too, and I felt very comforted knowing that like, you know, when I look at it, like that my relationship fell apart, that like other people's, like from the outside, it might look perfect, but it's not perfect. Like relationships just aren't perfect, right? And it felt comforting to know that. And so I talked to him more, and we talked, and I remember we stayed up like till 5, and we talked, and I felt so like, oh, like understood. And so the camp ended, and after the camp, I was like, wait, I like feel like we should continue our conversation, and that's when we did. We kept talking, and we talked about. He shared more about his relationship, and essentially right then and there was like where I should have known it was like not okay. In my mind, it was like, oh, he's married. If anything, I know he's married. So there's nothing, right? It's like just two people going through it. And I don't know.
Her weird smile there is throwing me off.
If you've ever been broken up with someone or ended a relationship, but like you look for other people who are there to talk to, right? You confide in people and people who really listen to you, and people, it's really easy to like trauma bond with somebody. And I think that is obviously in a relationship, it's like not okay I think it's like very, like from my perspective, at least, it's very inappropriate to if I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to go listen to like one.
Does she have no friends to talk to?
Guy vent about his relationship problems to me, like that's already like crossing a line, right? And so obviously the line was already crossed at camp. Just me listening to his problems, I felt like was already crossing a line. But in my mind, I kept justifying like, oh, okay, this is me helping. If anything, I was like, you should go get therapy. You guys should go work on it. You got me.
I luckily haven't had many breakups because I haven't dated that much, but I tried. But most of the time, the two people I dated that broke up with, it was just because it wasn't worth staying friends. Hey, boss, welcome in.
You're young, but like you guys can still go forward and fix it, right? But I absolutely selfishly enjoyed his company, and in a.
Oh my God, there's a first in the chat, an OG.
Like in a way that I shouldn't have, right? Knowing like the way I thought about it was like, if I'm his wife, I'm not comfortable with him on a call with me, right? Like that's it, right? So we kept calling, and we were like, because he was back in Texas at the time, and we were just like on calls, and we were like talking, and then we played Valorant. And I remember we just played Valorant stuff. And then over time, pretty much I just like didn't want to admit it, but I developed feelings, and he developed feelings, and it was just like we
should have stopped talking to him. Some married guy come out and say what's on their mind. Yeah, that's okay. I think it was for the best, because the only serious one I had, we broke up because they weren't very nice. So I think it's best. This is apparently a streamer that got in trouble, got in trouble in some drama because she home-wrecked. She slept with a married guy, and I was curious about the context. Because apparently some people are really mad at her about it. Some people said, why'd you share? And some people's like, why do you care? But the thing is with streamers, they do sell themselves. Yes. I'd probably do that to you. Yeah, he wasn't very nice. But actually the worst one, even the guy that wasn't very nice, was the dude I went on a couple casual dates with. Nothing happened. Nothing naughty. Nothing either. I just went on a couple casual dates. And he took us breaking up, dating from that terribly, and we stopped being friends, like within 3 days. I was like, this is awkward.
And we didn't want to admit it, but like we kept talking, and then I was like, and he said like, I think I'm gonna get a divorce pretty much. He's like, it was like he was already talking about it right from the start. And the second he was like, I'm gonna like I'm gonna do this. I let myself be like, I was like that, like switched something in my brain that was like, there's hope that we could be together. I was like, okay, then I can like wait until papers are signed and then like we could be together after all of this. But throughout that entire thing, like that's like, what am I doing? You know, what am I doing? And I'm going to bed every night.
You never want to be with someone through the train wreck. That is their personal life, honestly. That's a terrible idea.
Going like, what constitutes emotional cheating? What constitutes that? Like, what am I doing? I was trying to just...
There is no accidents. Most people think this through. It's just they're letting their brain being pulled by emotions here to make bad decisions.
Find my mind.
Emotional cheating. Well, she's not with anyone right now, so she's sane. Being near train wrecks. Silence, boss. He gives terrible advice. But I guess like she's saying she's separated during this time from her.
Oh well, they're going to get a divorce. So I'm allowed to feel this way, right? And then like I would battle with that feeling, and then I was like,
see, justifying. This is the biggest thing that gets people in trouble. Justifying their actions. If you need to justify your actions, you're already in a bad place.
I was like, you know, like I was just going back and forth trying like the mental gymnastics you go through, and I went through to tell myself that what I was doing was not...
Emotional cheating is when there's no sex, no kissing, no touching, but they're like, I love you, I want to be with you, you're the best. If I didn't have my girlfriend, I would be with you right now. And it's like, oh, you're so much prettier than my wife, or you're gorgeous, you're lovely, all that stuff, you know, flirting. That's emotional cheating, where you do everything but physical. Because for some people, telling someone you would, like, rating your spouse would rather be with someone else is actually worse than them having sex. So no tongue, yeah. Everything but the tongue, pretty much.
Not wrong is insane, because I come from somewhere where, like, literally cheating is death. Like, you are an awful person. To do that to somebody you love,
you come from a place, it's called Earth. Most people regard cheating as bad.
What's wrong with you? How could you do that? Especially like, you know, my past, like my friend was cheating on in high school. I mean, college.
I find it so funny. She's smiling, telling the story and playing with her hair. I was like, not to be judgmental on this, but she is like, I know this ages ago, but still, she is way too happy telling this fucking story.
Like, for those of you who know, like the whole, like, you know, with my ex and stuff, and I like, of course I know what it feels like to be on the other side, and so like the amount of gymnastics I was just going through, but it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. The moment we got on those calls was where, like, the moment we opened up like that was where it was like, in my mind, that was already like, that was...
I need to see the shame. Where is the shame?
Crossing the line entirely. I want to just, like, some people are saying that I cheated on Edison. No, I did not. We were broken up. Whatever. No. Okay, I did not. 100%. It was because we broke up that I felt the need to dump my emotions on people. I was like, I'm going through this, and I don't know how to deal with a breakup, and I don't know how to publicly... I don't know how to, like, it's not a normal human thing to go through a breakup and then to have to announce your breakup publicly and then have people speculate about your breakup. And I was like,
this is why you tell no one you're dating anyone, guys. Like I said, I'm only telling you I'm dating someone if I get married.
Dealing with all these emotions, like,
nothing's worse embarrassing as a streamer than announcing, well, I got brutally dumped. F's in my chat.
Dealing with the way that people will perceive me from breaking up with him or him, like,
I'm married to the job until
whole thing. So it was because of that I then looked for emotional support. And so yeah, damn, I came at the wrong time. It's easy to emotionally attach yourself to people when you're suffering. Yeah, no, guys,
keep dreaming, like, bitch. Keep hoping, slut.
Yeah, it's what I did. I was going through something, and I looked for someone who was also going through something, and I should have, like, literally been like, nip it in the bud right there and been like, yo, that is not like me. I should not be dumping to you like this. Like, that's not, but instead it felt so good to be heard and to be related to. I was like, wait, yeah, you get it. Oh my God, you get it. And we're both like, you know, like we're both creators and streamers, and then like our SOs or like you know, they were not. And like we had so much, like so many of our struggles were the same. So I felt so hurt at the time. And it doesn't matter though, you know, it was the dumbest mistake, the dumbest regret of my life. The guilt I felt and still feel, there was a day I felt so guilty And all I wanted to do was like, just like get on a call with her and apologize so deeply. And I remember I was actually with my parents, and nobody knew at this time, not one soul except me. And I remember feeling like so tight in every part of my body, and all I was hearing was like this ringing, and my parents were like talking to me, right? And I'm just not
break up and all the chat. See, that's what my chat does, is like, well, it is you, Del, and then I'd cry, bro.
like, yeah. And trying to breathe, and I went to the bathroom, and I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And I just went to the bathroom and I breathed, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And anyways, we obviously,
I feel like it's a legal prerequisite for streamers to have cute cats. I'm not really sure why people are so weird about body counts, honestly. I think like there's preference in there, but I think the way the person acts is way more important.
yeah, I tried to apologize. I sent a letter, but I don't know if it was ever received. And we cut all contact. I was like, I can't, like, this is just, it's not okay. In my mind, like, I was always thinking we could date after, we could be together after all of this. Like, that's what's in the stars, is like, we connect on such a fundamental level, we'll get together after all of it. And I was like, hell no. Hell no. This will not be like how it happens. And I couldn't live with myself. And, oh, honey. Hi, honey. Anyways, like, the first thing when I saw it like out today, because there's some like Call of Duty drama or something, and and someone in the Call of Duty space, I don't really know how it happened.
I thought people were saying she slept with him, but at the moment I think she's only copped too emotional, right?
But like someone said it, right? And I thought about this day a lot, because actually, like, I thought about saying it myself to you guys.
Exactly.
Like, with no
I feel like body count only counts if it like is actually represents something wrong with their personality, and it could be the same with low or high, in my opinion. But it's the same thing. Like, some people have higher body counts, but they're very monogamous, very faithful people. Some people have like 3 or 4 or like 0 as their body count. The biggest sluts ever. I don't think how much you've been dicked down actually matters with calling someone a slut, air quotes. Slut is a state of being. Hoe is a mindset. You know what I mean? I've seen tons of people who has never had sex be the biggest hoes online, as in they just like fuck around with everyone, cheat, just screw with people emotionally, and those are the hoes.
Context, just like in a vulnerable state, because I always said to myself, like, I really just want it to be out there. Like, I
just like to bully. I just like the bully of
my community to know that, like, I'm like not. Well, I don't think anyone thought I was perfect, and I don't portray myself to be perfect. But I want people to, like, if they support me, they know I've effed up. You know what I mean? I would not. Yeah, I don't want to just hide this. I would never, like, there's a solution. Some like, oh, well, just never talk about it. It's like, no, the second I saw it, I was like, I felt panic, and then I felt relief, and I'm like, I can talk about it, and I can say it, and I can share that I made a mistake. It was a horrible, horrible mistake. I regret it so much, and I'm the exact person that I've judged and looked at and been like, you're disgusting. Who would do that? Like, you're gross. Like I'm the exact person. That's me. And living with myself for that first couple months, like, I couldn't. I was just like, I did that. What is wrong with me? Like, I made up every excuse in the book why what I was doing was justified and wasn't wrong. And I just made up. Oh my God, I can't believe I was just like, and I watched myself.
Everything is content. I hope I would take myself out back if my mind went to everything I did as content.
Google, like, why it really wasn't that bad, or like coping, and then it turned into me going, how to cope with immense guilt. How do I do this? How do I live with myself? And then I was just looking for, I don't know. And then I told a couple friends, but I couldn't bring myself to tell everybody I knew, because I just didn't want to, like, lose everybody. Every friend I told was so understanding of me, and disappointed, but so understanding of me. And yeah, they were really just listened to me. And yeah, I don't expect anybody here to be understanding of me. But yeah, I'm human. You messed up. I messed up. Stupid fucking mistakes.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the comments, but I don't think she said she slept with him. Just emotional. The divorce man's top pickup line: I'm going to divorce my knife. Is exactly. The only real victim here is his wife. She like, obviously she did make a commitment. She's the homewrecker, whatever. The husband is mainly in the wrong, but this is not something like someone being an openly caring person does a lot. They need to grow up. I'm not saying they're mean or horrible or something, but like they need to like grow up. It's not a nice thing to do to someone. To someone when you're suffering is the most validating statement ever. I do understand that, but it's a reason, not an excuse, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reasons why things happens doesn't make it a good excuse.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
The cat was like, I'm fucking done with this shit. I'm out,
I guess
bro.
I think I'm sharing what I think is necessary for me to share to share. Yeah, I'm like, I could give this whole damn time, like, but
she claims it was after her fiance and her broke up, and this is why she was having a breakdown. Well, she said it was mutual, but
dude, being in the public space, I always thought that when this came out, it'd be the end of my whole career, or like, as in I would end my career there. Like, I was like, when I say it, I will not be a streamer anymore. I'll be done, and it will be out, and I can live with myself. I can live with knowing the world knows. I can't believe I called my mom. And she's like, Leslie,
not to be that person, like she didn't sleep with him, and it was an emotional affair. But why is she making this public? Isn't that just even more embarrassing to the wife? Like, I actually don't know. I don't actually know. Like, I feel like this is a bit selfish on her part to make it about herself. Because Noah is a content creator, and the wife is kind of, like, connected there. It's kind of would be horribly embarrassing for her.
I'm a sinner. We're all sinners. You can ask for forgiveness.
Apparently she made it.
And I hope. And
there was a tweet about it. Not about her, but about people fucking or something, or cheating in her sphere. So she got ahead of the tide.
Yeah, we get it. But she was just like so, I don't know, I was so shocked. I was like, hey. I'm not quitting. No, I'm not quitting. It's more, I don't know. Dude, the call with Noah, I was so... I was like, dude, I was like, hey, haven't talked to you in 2.5 years. We've awkwardly avoided each other for years, because every time we look at each other, we're reminded of our horrible past. I was like, so we should talk, like, how are you doing?
I'm realizing that's the thing. It's a horrible, it's a crap thing to do, and it's definitely something you should grow, get better, and like work on. But making it public, I don't think it's needed at all.
I'm really sorry I've been ignoring you, but like every time I looked at you, I saw my deepest regret. And I know you're, and he's like, hey, it's okay, zero. It's like, I get it. And he was like, talk about it. I was like, I'm going to talk about it. He's like, you can say whatever you want to say. And I was like, thank you. Yeah, he was really great about it.
Yeah.
But
sometimes sharing ain't caring.
Yeah, I felt so bad. Like when I would see him. He would like make me think of everything I didn't want to like see in myself. I'd try to forget about it, but I would think about it.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the husband side
all the time. Anyways, you don't have to forgive me. It's cool if you say like, screw you, dude. You're gross. That's actually disgusting. Whatever. It's okay. And a lot of people are like, I hope she's okay. Hope you're doing okay. I feel a weight lifted, guys. I feel a weight lifted, and do with that information what you will. And it's okay. It's okay if and maybe yeah. Oh, none of us expected this, yeah. But I just want to share that I'm a human who I hope you don't put on a pedestal, who make...
Okay. Not to be also glass houses, but I also find it funny when it's like, I'm a human, don't put me on a pedestal, but most streamers' whole career is made around people putting them on pedestals.
Mistakes, because I'm an idiot, and don't be me, and don't aspire to be me, and don't need to forgive me, and any of that. I've been on the other end. Sorry, that makes me so sad. Like...
Okay. Not to also be that cunt again. She was not upset through this entire story until she talked about herself getting hurt by someone, and then she cried. she's coming off real selfish. She did not cry or get upset or stop smiling, talking about how she fucked over that wife. But as soon as it was about her getting cheated on, she's upset and crying. I don't know. That just sits with me badly.
At the end of the day, I'm just really sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I know I can just say that, but like, holy crap, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I haven't ever felt so much regret about anything in my whole life, and I can't believe it. I'm such an idiot. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. And I made, yeah. Yeah, I'm just really sorry to anyone who has been hurt by a situation like this. And yeah. It's so awful.
So awful. I did it, but it's so awful. Don't worry, she didn't cry or mess up her hair through this entire experience.
And I was like, yeah, after it, you know, he's gonna sign some papers and we'll be good. We'll actually date. I can actually date, you know, like that's in my mind. I just saw it going that way. I was like, it'll be worth it because like we just click on such a fundamental level. But I think when you trauma bond with somebody over something, or you're both going through
links are banned in chat. You either have to be a VIP or put them in Discord.
Very similar situations, very easy to just like latch onto them and like you literally latch, you know.
Yeah, if your spouse is abusive, I do understand, like, sometimes people get roped into bad behavior in there, but honestly, it's safer to just leave, not cheat, because a abusive spouse, if they find you cheating, could hurt you. So it's safer just to...
And that's what I did. I just latched on to somebody who became, like, a dumping block for me. Like, I just was like, this is everything that I've been going through, and oh my god, you understand it, and then so now you can go back on that tweet I dropped and understand, or like way long ago. I was my brain. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's why I would say it's not really an excuse to cheat, but I think that person betrayed them. Like, they betrayed the trust that was already there in the relationship. And honestly, I think once you abuse your spouse, the relationship is almost void, in my mind. The contract of your relationship that has been made is void. You know what I mean? Like, was an expectation of care, trust, and that other person broke those. A lot of people act like cheating is the worst code to break. Trust is the code that breaks.
Yes. Lurker, but I just wanted to tell you that it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be human. Emotions get the best of us sometimes, as long as you learn. I hope that, not just that I learned, but I hope that you guys can learn from me. I hope you can learn from me to not hurt someone like that. I really hope so.
I would love to see what the wife says to this.
Just like, think about me now, and you don't want to be this.
Oh, let me guess, nothing, because she probably doesn't want this public.
Just think about it. When it's like, you know, you see yourself, it's about to be messy. She's like, oh wait, I flash forward into me right now. And then be like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, that's my main problem. It's a bit performative, in my opinion, but I don't know.
Awful. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, personal relationships and whatnot. You don't know.
I feel like that's the biggest problem from this. A lot of people's like, oh, it's just slut shaming. I don't think the biggest problem why people like lose viewers over this is slut shaming. It's because usually the mask falls off. It's really hard to portray these situations and not reveal a bit of your true nature.
It's really easy to just judge things, and there's so much behind the scenes that people don't know.
When I come here and apologize for cheating on my many wives, it'll be the same.
Just like conversations and context to a lot. It's not just like, I don't know, it's a lot of lump all these people in this category, lump everyone in this category. But anyways, for some reason people think I have such a like I'm so squeaky clean, but I'm really not. Like, I don't know, maybe I am. I'm not trying to
everyone thinks I'm so squeaky clean, but I'm not. I don't know, maybe I am. Woman, you just went through a whole rant about how you slopped around and cheated with a married man. It's like, oh, baby, I am that squeaky clean. You just proved you're not. What are you talking about?
Sell that image that I'm perfect. I think if you watch me enough, you understand I'm not actually.
That was like such a bad.
Like, that family friend. It's just the people who like compare me maybe to like certain other people. I've been cheated on and I've been in your shoes. These things really happen.
When you compare me to other people, that's the thing. she's trying to keep a squeaky clean thing. I feel like she let that slip a little bit compared to other people. And I bet she doesn't think she's actually that bad compared to all the other shit streamers doing shit things. So, because this isn't a cancelable scandal, realistically, this is not like something that is like, bring in the police. It's just like a personality flaw kind of thing. But like, I don't think she thinks this is that bad.
It's not your fault. It is my fault. It is my fault. But I will say it does happen. And you don't even realize it's happening until it's happening. And then while it's happening, you're telling yourself everything that you can and justifying it in every way to make it feel like it's actually not happening.
Compared to most drama. But let's be real. Content creators get into drama like they're breathing air.
It's actually a little different in your situation. It's actually not quite the same because, you know, it's already rocky. They're already doing this.
That's
you know
why
what I mean?
say it's more of showing a little bit of her personality than condemning. Like, I feel like there's a lot of these apologies just make people's personalities look bad, and that's the part that actually fucks them up.
They're already breaking up, so it's okay. It's not, you know what I mean? It's so in my mind, I'm justifying, and you're just lying to yourself because nobody wants to look at themselves and be like, I'm a bad.
That's why I would say the boyfriend, the husband, is the worst shitbag in this situation if this is true, because he lied that he was breaking up with his wife. Blah blah blah. He was cheating. He is the worst dickhead here. 100%.
I'm that person. No one ever will tell themselves that.
Nope. I'm in drama. Help me, I'm in drama. I don't even. I got in trouble from the incel that I made a video on. He was mad that I made a video about them without their permission. Does that count? It was just in my YouTube comment. But I just laughed. I was like, okay, bro. Okay, we got some links. The audacity! What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this website? A20 Frost. If I get porn on the side though, I'll fucking lose it. Yeah, and you didn't. I'm sorry, bro. She was kept playing around. Yeah, I would say it at least was not nice.
Want to hear about a lack of trust where nothing bad happened when you did not listen to Noah's ex-wife Martina about Noah's scandalous behavior in 2021, which did not allow for a third Z house to happen. Noah invited all of us to Texas in September.
That's the dude she risked it for? Since these fucking alpha chads want to tell me that women only like good-looking guys when that babe of a girl is like goes for this guy.
2021 for a third Z house, yet nothing was ever filmed because Noah cheated on Martina in 2021 at EDC. And you and JC were utterly supportive of him in Texas, even inviting him to cry.
Okay, fuck his friends. Right, it's hard to tell. When you only like good-looking guys, then I'd be fucking you to Okay. The thing here is like, not just be harsh on their friends. Fuck friends that make excuses for their cheating friends. That hides it or helps hide it. If you make excuses for your cheating friends, you're just as bad as the cheaters, guys, okay? Yeah, there's some drama about, like, some guy cheating. Actual video, the timestamp of when he started talking about this.
At our own Airbnb without my consent. It boggles my mind that you would be supportive of a man who blatantly cheated on his wife for fun.
This guy in the middle is him.
Yet would not share the same sentiment to me when.
Does that look like Sean Head to me? But they have like 50 pounds of makeup on. Yeah, that's Noah. He's the one who cheated on his wife. I don't know who the fuck he is, but he cheated on his wife. Apparently multiple times, but it was confirmed one of the people he cheated with was, this chick. At least emotionally cheated. Fuslie. And we're just talking about it because apparently there was this back and forwards on how much people disliked her about it. And I would say the apology was a bit weird. Like, she didn't paint her in a great light. She came off a bit fake, but yeah. So, okay, that's there. So yeah, apparently, when he got divorced in 2021 or 2022, it came out these allegations, but no one believed because they're his fanboys or something. But apparently, a bunch of people came out because of some Twitter post or some shit.
My name is Lex, and this video will be my final response in regards to the allegations I'm being accused of by my ex-girlfriend, Reagan McNulty, or Pure Softy. The accusations against me are entirely false, and I have screenshot evidence that directly refutes the claims
Okay, what was the timestamp for the relevant thing? Because I don't know
by
this
my
guy
abuser
at
and
all.
harasser. I apologize if my response seems
Is
late.
everyone in drama? Like, what the fuck is this? Who's this guy? Mr. T Lexify? Did I miss T? Like, that everyone is, like, getting... Is this something somehow connected?
Noah invited all of us to Texas in September 2021 for a third Z House, yet nothing was ever filmed because Noah cheated on Martina in 2021 at EDC. And you and JC were utterly supportive of him in Texas, even inviting him to cry at our own Airbnb without my consent. It boggles my mind that you would be supportive of a man who blatantly cheated on his wife for fun, yet would not share the same sentiment to me when I was obviously in an abusive relationship that I could not escape from. JC and Noah are not exempt from this either. I had moved to the same apartment complex as JC in 2022 and even shared about my abuse with him, and he did absolutely nothing and actively avoided me. This is why you unfollowed me on Twitter 2 years ago.
Whoa. What a bit of a... Dude, this is why when everyone's like, Del, get some YouTuber friends or streamer friends. This is the stuff that gives me nightmares at night, bro. Like, imagine going, I'm getting abused by my wife. Friend hangs up or something.
Noah had also said he would visit me, but never came to my place once. JC, you couldn't even spend 10 minutes to sign a recommendation letter for my visa after all we've done together over the years. If you want to trust my ex-girlfriend so much, here's a post Reagan made about seeing you cheat on Emmy with her sister Kate at Coachella. Everybody in our group saw your...
I've never heard of this dude, Mr. Lexify, but...
inexcusable actions, and we're utterly shocked that you would be sensually touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there. I don't think PlayStation Studios wants to associate with a cheater who defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Reagan. I guess it makes sense considering Noah also invites pedophiles to his own DJ.
Who the fuck is Mini Lan? Okay? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That information there helps, but I don't know who the fuck any of these fucking people are, okay? I know that's bad of me because they apparently have like 1 million subscribers or something. On Tangent. Yeah, but like, who the fuck are these people? Yeah, who the fuck are these people? And why are they horrifying? Why are they like this too? Why are they like this? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Okay,